Since their inception, book-style foldables have followed roughly the same formula. A very tall and narrow cover screen that opened up to a much larger display. That's beginning to change though, as we're now witnessing an industry-wide adoption of a much shorter and wider form factor. Samsung has already moved in this direction with the Galaxy Z Fold 8, Huawei has been making wider foldables for some time, Xiaomi is preparing one of its own, and Apple's first foldable is also expected to follow a similar approach. And now one of the companies that already makes some of the best-looking and slimmest foldables on the market is joining the trend. As per a new leak, Honor is working on a new wide foldable, and we're now getting some early details about what the company has planned. According to Weibo tipster Smart Pikachu, Honor's upcoming foldable is currently being tested with Qualcomm's next-generation Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6 Pro. That's Qualcomm's upcoming flagship chip built on a 2-nanometer manufacturing process, so Honor doesn't appear to be treating this as some secondary foldable. It's expected to be a proper flagship. The phone is expected to have a 5.5-inch cover display and a 7.6-inch inner display, giving it that wider aspect ratio we've now started seeing across the foldable market. The benefit here is pretty straightforward. When the phone is closed, the outer display feels much closer to using a regular smartphone, rather than the tall and narrow screens we become accustomed to on older book-style foldables. Watching video content on this thing is also much more convenient because of its wider aspect ratio, and once you open it up, you still get that large tablet-like display. That said, the phone is said to feature a 7,000 mAh battery, which would be a seriously impressive capacity for such a device, combined with a more efficient 2-nanometer processor, could give it some very strong endurance. The camera hardware is also getting plenty of attention as well. The current leak points to a horizontal camera module on the back with a triple camera setup, including a 200-megapixel primary sensor. So, Honor seems to be taking the same approach it has taken with its other premium devices. Make the foldable thin and elegant, but don't sacrifice the flagship hardware to get there. Honor already has a reputation for making some of the slimmest and most refined foldables around, so seeing the company apply that design philosophy to this new form factor makes me really excited. And don't forget, we're still very early here. There's plenty we don't know yet, including the exact dimensions, full camera specifications, charging speeds, and perhaps most importantly, how Honor plans to price it. But rest assured, I'll definitely be keeping you guys updated along the way, so consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.